In around just 70 years, China has become the superpower of the world. And the reason is its hard-working people who work day and night for their country to become the biggest superpower of the world, of which the whole world right now wants to become. And in this race of becoming the superpower of the world, China is facing a lot of hurdles. One of the biggest hurdles is coming from West, where they are putting a lot of propagandas against China and making people around the world think that China is not achieving its achievement in a right way. And they want to stop all the Chinese projects around the world. So their way to become the superpower of the world will be easy. And in today's video, I am going to show you with all the facts and figures how much Western is against China and to prove that Western does not want China to be successful as China is the most hardworking country in the world. The biggest allegation Western has put to China through its international media is China does not want Uyghur community to live freely and force them to not to follow their culture, traditions, just like dance, food, language. After watching this video, you should have known that China welcomes all the cultures, tradition, and customs to China, and China enjoy having them. The place you are watching right now is China's Xinjiang Urumqi's Da Bazaar. It's the most famous market of Xinjiang Urumqi. And when international media couldn't able to prove that Uyghur culture were being compromised, then they came up with a new allegation that Uyghur community are being forced to dance. These are those allegations through international media that no person in this world will believe on it. Let me take you to the most critical allegation that international media has put on China, the Muslim prayer. Now let me start with how many countries in this world which are non-Muslims but they have the most mosque around the world. China is top on the chart of having the most mosque in a non-Muslim country by 35,000 mosques. And on the second, we have France with 2,300 mosques, and America being on the third with around 2,000 mosques. The interesting fact that even in Holy Kaaba, they were not allowed to pray during the time of coronavirus. But China, even though being the non-Muslim country, let Muslims keep on their prayers by following all the SOPs of COVID-19. And even 54 countries, mostly Muslim countries, defended China's counter-extremism effort in Xinjiang. Alongside with the world, China is also facing extreme terrorism inside, and all the attacks happening in Khotan, Kashgar, Aksu, Urumqi, Xinjiang were never highlighted, and many others were never highlighted on international media. The following footage you're watching is of the attacks that has been happened and recorded by all the CCTV, but they are never reported on the international media.
How does the United States characterize those attacks?
We've been very clear in condemning all forms of terrorism, and we've condemned these attacks.
Are they terrorist attacks?
Yes, we've called them terrorist attacks.
International media, on their way to highlight the false propaganda against China on Uyghur Muslims, but they are constantly forgetting about the Muslims in Indian-occupied Kashmir. International media is a medium to convey all the news around the world, but you have never seen a news related to China's development on international media. Now let's talk about the strangest allegation international media has put on China. China is even against dead people. Yes, you heard right, that international media has declared that China is destructing the old Muslims' graveyard. The appearance of graveyard was worse than ever, and not even Muslims considered to repair it. So the China took the responsibility to repair the graveyard by their own, and there will be no taxes taken from the residents, because China having the most tourism China makes sure that the appearance of the country looks perfect. Because for tourism, appearance is very important. Because to a country, tourism is the most successful and biggest business it can have. A propaganda is always the half story, and in this way, international media has put allegation that China was destroying all the graveyards. But after when China repaired and made graveyard look better than before, international media didn't make a report on it and didn't said sorry to China of its bad reporting. In this way, we can know that West always wants to put propaganda against China just for the race of being the superpower of the world. For many years, China is facing terrorism, and no international media has highlighted this situation. All the incident happening in China was never highlighted in any newspaper or any news channel, or even in social media. But on the other side, Muslims in Kashmir occupied by India are getting brutally killed. And even inside India, people, not only just Muslims, but also Sikh community, are losing their rights and getting brutally killed by people assigned by Indian government. If you don't receive these news through any medium of media, then you're being controlled by international media, and they control what you watch and what you don't. So please, next time when you're going to get a propaganda information, please recheck it and make sure your source is right.